Hello everyone. Well, today is the day. I'm going to take you out to the garden, give you a little bit of update on what's going on out there. Like I said in one of my previous videos, my garden is not doing the best, but it's not doing too terrible either. I haven't got to dedicate as much time to it as I wanted to. I went to come out earlier today to do this, but it was dumping rain, so I had to pause for a minute. But let me show you what's going on with the garden. I do have to harvest some things, so let's get to it. Planted these plants, I transplanted them from in front of the house, right out here in front of the chicken coop area because it's gorgeous. They turn out to be quite nice and they're edible. So these are my cabbages. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at that. Now I lost a few to cabbage worms, but these ones had no cabbage worms on them. So I was able to salvage these cabbages, and so they're gonna turn out. Last year I really had a hard time with my brassicas because it was warm. This year it's cold. These are not ready to harvest, and they'll be ready to harvest in a couple months or so, maybe sooner than that. And then I'll plant another round for the fall harvest. I think it'll be before then. This is my broccoli. I have no broccoli heads yet, but isn't that gorgeous? Some of them are pretty small, and I don't know if that's because it's overcrowded, but well, they're beautiful. These are some more beets that I have. Well, I haven't showed you. These are golden beets. I do have to harvest some. I don't like it when beets get too big because they become woody and bitter. So those are my golden beets. And then here I have some sweet basil growing from my summer garden. Clearly it needs to be weeded. And I have some, well, it looks like I have some chamomile growing right there. So I have to go look and see what all I have in here, but I do need to weed it for sure. Let me do this really quick here. These are my Brussels sprouts. Aren't they beautiful? They are a little bit overcrowded. They're doing really good. Very little pest issues, and I'm crossing my fingers. I hope I didn't just jinx myself. Anyway, they're gonna be beautiful. This is my lettuce. This is some of the stuff I have to harvest. I mean, look at this. It's craziness. So I'm gonna harvest some of this lettuce today, and then do a replant. And then I have some beans that I gotta get trellising. And then here are some more beets that need to be harvested. And they're gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Look at those beets. Aren't they beautiful? And then of course I have spinach. Last year I couldn't even get spinach to grow. It was crazy. And then in my other raised bed, I have carrots that I need to thin out. I have a few beans that I was able to save, and then I think I have green onion right here, which I was unable to grow last year, but yes, I do have to also weed that bed. Over here is really interesting. These are sunflowers that are growing. I had some friends of mine and their children out, and they planted them with paisley. It was fun. These are cucumbers, and they're so small and stuff. I gotta get in here and do some weeding. These are cucumbers along here. And I didn't think that they were actually going to make it, but they seem to have bounced back a little bit. So, and then these are more cucumbers that I planted, threw in some seeds because I lost a whole bunch of them. and they came back. This is my zucchini. This is the parts that I'm struggling with. Look at, I have this baby little zucchini on here, but that's nothing. It's just nothing. They're so small. Right? And then we have a little bit bigger, but still quite very small over here and producing nothing. So I don't know what to do about that. These are my onions, and it's a small, I've just had a hard time with the onions this year. I've got to do some weeding in here. It's not too bad. And this is all the garlic I have from last year. 3 little pieces, maybe 4. I think the animals ate every last bit of garlic I had planted, so. But it's looking beautiful, just the raised beds there. And this, all right, over here are my potatoes. So it's pretty interesting. We have some sunflowers growing in my potato patch because last year we had sunflowers. So these plants right here, all sunflowers. Yes, so they all have to be pulled. But my potatoes are doing quite well. They are flowering, so that's a really good sign. The pollinators can come and start doing their job. Once they start dying off, then we'll harvest them. Yeah, so we have 3 beautiful. Clearly I gotta do some weeding, right? These are my tomatoes, some of my tomatoes that have really struggled with the rain right here. And then all along here I have more beans, and I gotta come in here and weed as well. These are the beans, and they're just not very good climbing beans, you know what I mean? Anyway, I gotta come in here and pull all these little weeds out. I hope I didn't plant bush beans, but I could have, I'm not sure. But I've gotta weed. These are my other tomato plants, and they're gonna trellis up this wire fence. They're looking much better. I thought for sure I would lose them all. So they're doing really good. And then of course my corn. So I think I lost a lot of my corn to rain. I needed it to be warmer. It's been a cold summer so far. So you can kind of see the rows of corn. I'm hoping I have 4 rows, and it looks like 2 of them have sprouted. Part of all 4 have sprouted. But then when you get up here, it gets pretty sparse. You know, we might have a few there, but they're real small compared to the other corn, right? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking that weeding is gonna be the giver of life in this case. There's so many weeds, I have to take care of my garden. Anyway, that's how my garden is doing right now. I appreciate you so much coming on this journey with us. It's hard to show the things that you're struggling with to people. I always want to have our best foot forward type of scenario, you know, where we don't let anybody see our shortcomings and the way that we might be having a hard time, whether that be in the garden or homesteading or raising children or whatever it may be for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling up some of this lettuce, harvest some lettuce. Different kinds of lettuce anyhow. We'll get these harvested and I'm gonna take them to church today to give them away because there's no way I can eat this much salad and some beets. But thank you for coming along with me and, well, looking at my garden. All right, I'm gonna go out and harvest some more of my garden. I had to take a break because we had a torrential downpour. So I want to get a bunch of stuff harvested and then wash it off and then get it bagged up so I can bring it to some of my friends and eat it for dinner. Not tonight, but other nights, you know? All right. Let me get a bowl of salad I've already started to harvest here at the table. They loved it here. Look at that. It's gonna make somebody a beautiful head of lettuce. Got two in that one. Thanks, Paisley. Right there. So what I'll do is pull, not all, but some of this lettuce here, get it washed, give it away, and then I'll plant more lettuce and we'll eat off some of this that's here, so that and then I will that's gorgeous. Look at that beauty. Actually, it's getting quite wet out here, so I think I've got to put the camera up, but I'm going to wash lettuce and bag it before I harvest beets. All right, back at it. The rain let up. I did wash some set lettuce. I have 3 very generously stuffed bags of lettuce, so that'll that'll do our friends some good. Now I want to harvest some beets, and so we'll get started on that. This beet, isn't that beautiful? This is a good size. So you can just measure it like that. It's a good size. You want them this small because you want them to be tender and sweet. If they get too big, they get woody and they don't taste as good, and they have more of a dirt flavor. So I know the ones that you buy like in the grocery store, they're bigger, but in all actuality, you don't want them that big. So an interesting thing about beets, if you didn't know, is that they are a natural diuretic. The stems, you can cook them and put a little bit of white balsamic vinegar on them after they're cooked, and makes them really sweet tasting. But they will, if you have excess water weight, they will help alleviate that. Of course, if you do that, you'll have to go to the bathroom a lot. But it's worth it because it's good. Those are the red beets. We'll go ahead and get these washed. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? How bright red that is. We'll go ahead and get these washed, and maybe I'll pick some golden ones too. Let's wash over here. Myself even, because it eliminates, it's outdoor cleanup stuff. Get outside, going into my scene. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but if you guys know of a better way or have any ideas, let me know. Put your comments on the video and I'll check them out. Create a washing station of some kind. I also have to create a station for drying onions when I have onions to do. Anyway, aren't those beautiful red beets? Check those out. Aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, just gorgeous. Let's go check on those golden beets and see where they're at. I have another one that I harvested the other day, another bag of red beets. Let's go check on these golden beets and see if there's any that we can add to the mix, or at least have for supper one of these days. Oh, look at these. These are beautiful. Let me show you. A good beet looks like. See that? It's coming right out of the ground. You can see it. See it. Here's another one. See that? It comes right out of the ground right there. Look at this one. It's gorgeous. Yeah, these are ready to pick. Let's pick some beets. Look at this. We have 3 here. We pick those 3. That way. Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that perfect? Beautiful. Look at all these weeds in here. My goodness. Oh, this is gorgeous too. Oh, look at that. Let's go get these washed up and bagged up for my friends. Isn't this fun? We're harvesting together. We're giving together. I love this life. Gorgeous coloring. Well, so that's, let me know if you've ever had golden beets in the description, and if you think there's a difference in the taste between golden beets and red beets. Oh, such beautiful color. take you really quick over to this new garden area. I did mow it down really short, but I'm gonna have to mow it down again. I've got to get a rototiller. I don't have one. It's kind of becoming a problem, but it'll all work out. That's gonna be my new slogan. It's all okay. It's gonna work out. It'll be fine. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it at all. It's gonna go, where's my finger? There it is. It's gonna go out there, down, and all the way up, and then it'll meet right in front of the camera here. So it's this plot right here. Yeah, like that. Anyway, it's gonna be awesome because I'll be able to grow more, give more. Grow more, give more. Maybe that's what we'll call it. All right, well, God bless you. Have a wonderful day.